Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures and I am back at it, and this is all thanks to Janet, my friend who I visited this morning, and she sells on Instagram and Etsy parts, the number 2, and pieces, and she does assemblage art. And she also likes collage, and she visits estate sales to get her art supplies, and she shares with me. So this morning she gave me a frame that had this butterfly print in it, and the frame had a little ding on it. So I was taking it apart and I realized that this actually was not an antique book plate, that it was a vintage reproduction. So I decided to make something with it. I have this marbled paper. It was from a rummage sale. The book was in really bad shape, but the papers were really nice. So I am gluing the butterflies to the back of this, trimming them out, and then I'm going to make them 3-dimensional, and then they won't be white on the back. They'll have a color. She also gave me this house that has a black roof and green on it and white, and it just looks like a spooky house. So I'm going to see what I can add to that to make it a little Halloween haunted house. And then she gave me this purple teardrop. So I had another one of these. I call them shells, but someone told me it's probably coral. So I am in the middle of gluing it. It is a process because of how thin and thick it is and the balance. So it'll take about a day, but now I'll have 2 mushrooms, and this one is a iridescent purple. So I'm going to continue to work. I added a few embellishments to the butterflies or moths. I don't know what they are actually. Once I cut them out, so you can see there's the back with the book paper. Here's the top, and I have these clip-on earrings. I've had them for a while, and they reminded me of bug eyes or antennas, so I was just waiting for the right project. And this little chenille pipe cleaner piece was a little millinery piece that my friend Sally gave me last year for my birthday. So I've been hanging on to that, and then I added some glass eyes. So now, more stuff that Janet gave me. I mean, this whole video is like supplies Janet gave me. These were from old magazines. They were already cut out in general. So now I'm just cutting them a little bit more to use them. So I really liked this pumpkin here, and I just like to turn that into a simple magnet, but I don't have anything large enough. So I'm gonna have to see, maybe I can buy like a roll or a sheet of it and cut it to size. We'll see. While I'm thinking about this, I do have these little cards from a game, and the game was not complete when I thrifted it. And I can see myself just adding this to a display, but I don't think it hurts to add a magnet to the back. I have this from a used up memo pad, and it's a good size and will easily hold on a piece of metal or the refrigerator, and I could just put it on a shelf if I wanted to as well. Adding a magnet to things is the easiest thing in the world. I'm looking through my collage pieces, and this is the mushroom that has inspired that piece. I found this French paper, and I am going to frame a little piece of it and then stick the moths on top. I like that it's got this brown kind of rust color and blue, since that is in both of the butterflies, but most of it's going to get covered up. But what would I really use it for? I have this area in my living room where I have a lot of my past projects. These decoupaged eyeglasses. I have these decoupaged glasses, this little wallet that I made, paperweight, and you can see that I have added my framed moths and my newest mushroom with the one that I had shared before. I have one of the pumpkins that I thrifted, and I am in my box that has my vintage lace, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. I selected this trim, and then I'm adding it to the grooves of the pumpkin. And then maybe I'll do something on the bottom. Added some trim to my blue pumpkin. I still want to add some more things. Another spot in my home that has a lot of my previous projects are these two moth decoupage pieces, and I have it with my new pumpkin. So I have some metal trim that was also a gift from Janet last year, a pin that I got for 50 cents at a yard sale. I added a little bit of vine, the lace that you saw, and then I did put this piece on the bottom. It's not too noticeable here, but if this is displayed on the edge, I really like how this hangs down. I think it adds some nice interest and like a pumpkin in a leafy patch. I've also been working on this set of dishes. I made stampers with 2 different bat designs, witch hat, a few pumpkins, ghost, spider, and I have been impressing them into plates and then doing all different glaze techniques. I'll probably have about 12 when I'm finished. This weekend I found the perfect size hat for the bird. I did use a little jewelry for his eye, and we have some Victorian beadwork. I added feathers, and I like him in this little soap dish. It's like a little nest, and it keeps him propped up nicely. So other projects are in the works. Some things I'm just waiting for the right piece to add, so I will share those later, but I wanted to get these newer ideas out to you because there's still a few weeks left in the season. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.